The coalition has announced a plan to bring down the cost of airfares in the top end. Matt Cunningham is live in Darwin for us. Matt, how will this work?
Well, basically, Laura, this will be a 2-year trial that will allow international airlines to fly domestic routes out of Darwin. At the moment, people in Darwin are looking at anything up to $1,000 one way to book a flight from Darwin to a major capital city such as Sydney or Melbourne. So it's something both sides of politics are trying to address. But the coalition this morning and the Shadow Transport Minister, Bridget McKenzie, have announced that a coalition government will implement this 2-year cabotage trial. So at the moment, international airlines are not allowed to fly those domestic routes, essentially to try to protect Australian workers and crew on those Australian airlines. So this would mean that those rules are relaxed, but only for Darwin. So international airlines, for instance, AirAsia, say if it was flying from Bali to Adelaide, it might be able to stop in Darwin and then pick up passengers, and they'd be able to fly on that domestic route, and hopefully, for the passengers' point of view, at a cheaper cost. Now, this is what Bridget McKenzie says. She says air travel is not a luxury for the Northern Territory, it's a necessity. This policy is a practical, strategic step to fix what Labor has failed to address: connectivity, competition and opportunity for the top end. Now, there has been plenty of cat and mouse going on between the two major parties up here in the top end in the seat of Solomon ahead of this election. We saw that happen with the announcement of the Port of Darwin. This idea around cabotage is something that Labor's talking about as well. In fact, just last week during our debate here, our battleground debate for the seat of Solomon, Luke Gosling raised the prospect of this. Here's what he had to say at the time.
Yeah, and we've done an aviation white paper, and in it, it says that, you know, because of my lobbying, that Darwin would be a pilot location if there was an airline. Not only that, but Darwin will be a pilot location for cabotage if there was someone who's interested. If there was a foreign airline that's interested in coming into Darwin, picking up passengers, which puts a bit of pressure on Qantas and Virgin to do the right thing. I've been pushing for it actively.
So one of the key things, as you hear Luke Gosling say there, is finding that airline that could be interested, but it seems like both major parties are essentially on the same page here. I think what voters will be keen to see, whoever wins this election, Laura, is for the cost of those airfares to come down, because they are frightfully expensive for many travellers at the moment.